About what what we're going to be sharing today is about gratitude, and we all are very aware of the power of gratitude. As they say, gratitude is the signpost for more. And but we always need gentle reminders, from time to time. While we know that the value behind having a grateful heart, it is it is important to have reminders sent our way every now and then. So it's like when we read a book and it has a message that we know about it, and then we go, oh yeah, this really would apply to me at this moment in time. Or you're having a conversation with a friend and you realize that the whatever you're sharing with them, you say, oh, wow, I can apply that in my life. So sometimes we forget these small things that what should I say, pearls of wisdom that we tend to forget. And just that's what today's meditation is about. It's about a reminder of the value behind having a grateful heart. However, I'm also going to be exploring different aspects of gratitude, just kind of exploring it in depth and sort of looking beyond just the most obvious value that we know that gratitude brings. So just so that we don't have the rest missing out on these few things, I'll just give it 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, why don't you share something that you have experience through gratitude? What does gratitude mean for you? How does it manifest in your life? So I'd love to hear from y'all about it. And while y'all are typing that out, I just want to remind you about the next Saturday, 6 p.m. We're going to have a workshop that Tony and me are going to be sharing. And that is, the topic is again around the concept of gratitude to a certain extent. But it's our way of showing our gratitude to all the people who have supported us on our journey. And it's going the topic of the workshop, it's an 1.5-hour workshop. We will of course conduct it on Zoom, and I will be sharing all the information out soon. The topic is going to be life lessons from a yin and yang perspective. So again, these are life lessons that we all are aware of, but a gentle reminder is always goes a long way, I think. Okay, right, so let's begin. And before I go into the meditation, there are a few things that I would like to share. And I start with Western Buddhist master Jack Cornfield's thoughts about gratitude. He's the author of the book A Path with Heart. And so when Huffington Post was interviewing him and asked about the secrets to abundant gratitude, that's what Jack Cornfield had to say. He said, don't take life so seriously or get so wrapped up in your own everyday dramas that you forget to see the beauty that is constantly surrounding you. This, and I quote him, this life is a test. It is only a test. If it had been an actual life, you would have received further instructions on where to go and what to do. Remember, this life is only a test. Isn't that amazing? So it's only a test. And I like the concept of you would have received further instructions on where to go and what to do if it was anything different than a test. So no wonder we tend to, have the detours in our life because we haven't got an instruction book. So that's what he shares about the secrets to abundant gratitude. And then we have, I really like this next one, and that is in the book, in the Tao Te Ching, which is the way. The Tao means the way, and it is written by Lao Tzu, and Lao Tzu means old master. So it says in this book, it says, human incarnation entails 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows. But with it, we have the privilege of the lavender color at sunset, the taste of a tangerine in our mouth, and the almost unbearable beauty of life around us, along with its troubles. It keeps recreating itself. So life keeps recreating itself. We can either be lost in a smaller state of consciousness, what in Buddhist psychology is called the body of fear, which brings suffering to us and to others. Or we can bring the quality of love and appreciation, which I would call gratitude, to life. With it comes a kind of trust. That's really beautiful, right? 10,000 joys and 10,000 sorrows. But in there, we have the beauty that's always around us. And we can choose to be in the body of fear or in the body of love and appreciation, which is the gratitude that we give towards life. The poet Pablo Neruda writes, "You can pick all the flowers, but you can't stop the spring." Life keeps recreating itself and presenting us with miracles every day. So I guess we have to go along and allow life to recreate itself constantly and be part of that journey of recreation. And we also go through that recreation. Another aspect that I really liked while I was doing some reading up on gratitude is the Dalai Lama says that gratitude is a way of embracing reality instead of fighting it. It is being present with whatever is here right now. In any moment you can, and as Sam Harris reminds us, find good enough reasons to be satisfied now. And that is what gratitude brings us. It just brings you just feel that in everything is going to be fine because there's always something to be grateful for in the hardest times. Absolutely. Endure the bad times and be grateful for the good times. I'm glad, Joni, you're saying that. But in today's meditation, and I think this is again a reminder to each one of us, is to be grateful even for the bad times, because it's through the bad times that we really discover our true strength. And we're going to be exploring that through the meditation today. And of course, when we are grateful for the good times, it becomes like a source of strength when we're going through a tough time, right? So it has the benefit, being grateful for the good times when we're feeling good, absolutely. And it becomes a source of strength when we're going through a tough time. But we should also be grateful for the tough times because we do know that those struggles have actually brought out the best in us. So let's begin today's meditation. These were just different aspects of gratitude that I wanted to share before we start. So even through the meditation, I will first be sharing different aspects of gratitude, or should I say, we'll explore the wisdom around gratitude. And once we've understood, there are around 2 to 3 aspects of it. So the wisdom around gratitude, and then we will go into the space of having an attitude of gratitude towards everything that we have experienced or what is presently in our lives. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to change the camera angle and I'm going to play some music. I just realized actually that I'm so grateful that I'm back again here. It's been 2 months that I've been away from meditation on Facebook Live, so it's really good to be back with all of you. Okay, so let's change the camera angle, and okay, that's where it is. Okay. I hope the music is audible. And so am I. I hope you can hear me clearly. Sit in a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes or just lower your gaze, whatever feels comfortable for you at this moment in time. The practice of gratitude is a mindfulness practice. And since our breath is the very essence of our existence, let's put a mindful attention towards our breath. Because the breath is the easiest and most simple way to support us through this mindful practice of gratitude. So start to observe every inhalation and exhalation. Observe the journey of the breath entering through your nostrils, into your throat, traveling down to your upper chest, your lower chest, moving down through your solar plexus into your stomach, navel, and observe how it travels back up through you and finally exiting through the nostrils. Just observe every inhalation and exhalation. Allow every breath to help you become more mindful. And observe how it allows you to notice the interconnectedness of yourself and the universe. Express your gratitude to your breath, the key resource that helps you experience life. Your breath helps you to truly recognize the presence of yourself in reality, in your life. And observe, does the energy of your breath shift as you extend it gratitude? There is so much wisdom to gain from the practice of gratitude, so let's explore it. The words gratitude and grace share a common origin. The Latin word gratis meaning pleasing or thankful. When you are in a deep state of gratitude, you will often spontaneously feel the presence of grace. The grace in receiving a human life is that it grants you the capacity to experience that which is beyond the mind and body. You may call it source, energy, divine, or God. Grace evokes a sense of wonder and awe that you are blessed to experience life. Life that can be joyous or sorrowful, cruel or kind, bland or stimulating. Indifferent or filled with love and togetherness. You have the privilege to experience it firsthand. You start to realize that pain and joy are part of a mysterious whole. And when the state of selfless gratitude starts to blossom, your mind becomes more spacious, quieter, and your heart receives its first state of the long-sought release from fear and wanting. And that is what is grace. So let's pause to experience grace and gratitude of having a conscious experience of life. A complete mysterious whole of joy and pain together. Allow yourself to experience both grace and gratitude. And anchor that feeling within yourself. Anchor it wherever you can within yourself so you can tap into it. So it becomes your source of strength each time the dance of life brings a new experience to you. I share now a beautiful poem by Rumi, The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Rumi. When we practice gratitude in this manner, it brings delight, it brings balance, it helps us to shift away from the focus on the negative. Allow the wisdom of Rumi's words be your guide each time you turn to gratitude. And then let's work towards extending gratitude. The mind tends to take for granted whatever is both desirable and present. To truly understand the meaning of this, let us take our mind to a time when we sat down to eat our favorite food. Sense the anticipation of the impending moment. And notice the intensity of the stimulation, whether you feel it physically, emotionally, or mentally. Just as you sit down to eat your favorite food. Inhale the aroma. Feel yourself taking the first bite. How do you feel? Which senses are heightened? Are you salivating with pleasure? And now take your second bite, and then the third, and continue eating the favorite food. And as you continue eating, do you still feel the same level of sensory stimulation? And as you go through your entire time while you're eating it, does the pleasure diminish? Does it stay the same? Or does it increase with every bite? Do you tend to have a mental chatter about how wonderful the meal is with every bite right down to the very end? And that's what we mean when we say the mind tends to take for granted whatever is both desirable and present. Because the mind wants constant stimulation. If we are not mindful about the event in its entirety, we tend to push the pleasant and desirable to the back of the mind. And we risk taking it for granted. It then becomes a part of our entitlement process, potentially leading to a degree of arrogance and blocking gratitude. Pause to reflect how you can extend gratitude in things that may not be present at this moment. Recall all those things that you can be grateful for that might not be present in your life at this moment. Now that we are empowered with some more wisdom around gratitude, let us take a few moments to practice the attitude of gratitude through a few simple approaches. So we start with the gratitude mantra meditation. Through the gratitude mantra, we are able to appreciate everything, small and big. The mantra is simple. I am grateful for. To get us started, here are a few things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for the air in my lungs. I am grateful for my heart that beats and keeps me alive. I am grateful for my senses that help me perceive the world. I am grateful for my family that cares for me. Allow yourself to count all your blessings through the good and not so good. Keep adding to the mantra, I am grateful for. I am grateful for. I am grateful for. I am grateful for. And then let's explore another approach, the yin yang gratitude approach. At times, it's not easy to focus on the positive when we feel overwhelmed by how difficult our present circumstances may be. The yin and yang approach will help you understand that in any challenge, there also exists a lesson. Because we know that without darkness, we would not be able to perceive the light. So draw your attention to something that's currently troubling you. Try to start small. Identify something unpleasant you're currently faced with. And then see if you can flip the negative experience to a positive one. For example, perhaps the room you're sitting in is cold and drafty, but it has large, beautiful windows that brings in plenty of light. So just like that, continue to identify things you're unhappy with in your life currently. Perhaps you have a long or particularly busy commute to work that you find stressful. So a positive aspect to it is the commute gives you the opportunity to enjoy some great music. Or listen to a cool podcast. Or perhaps even practice mindfulness on your way to work. The yin and yang approach. Take a few minutes to identify everything that could be sitting as an unpleasant experience at this moment and find the positive in it. And now, using the same approach, bring light to struggles you have faced through the journey of life. Bring light into those struggles. Recognize how they have shaped you into who you are today. Allow gratitude and grace to infuse into those experiences, into those struggles. As said by Alex L., I'm grateful for my struggle because without it, I wouldn't have stumbled across my strength. Every struggle that has led to a stronger you, a wiser you. Gratitude is the path to a healthier, happier you, bringing health and happiness, not only for yourself, but for those around you. When we carry ourselves with positive energy, those around us are able to conduct that energy and radiate it onwards and outward to the next person and the next. Make gratitude a way of life and allow these words to evoke that sense of gratitude within you. These words by Thornton Wilder. We can only be said to be alive in those moments when our hearts are conscious of our treasures. Recollect all the treasures you have had in your life, the ones that you have in your life. There is always something to be grateful for. Try and make gratitude a daily practice. And with that, take a nice deep breath in. Allow the breath to bring yourself back to this present moment. And with your next exhalation, you can gently open your eyes. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so how was that experience? Take a few minutes to, of course, resettle while I pick up some guidance, gratitude guidance for us, so that we can have a gentle reminder of very simple things in our lives. So let's go for it. So this is by Janice Story, who says, I'm grateful for always being able to see the beauty in everything around me. So this is like the gratitude mantra. I'm grateful for always being able to see the beauty in everything around me. Beautiful. Oh, there's another one on beauty. I'm grateful for beauty, strength, and healing. This is by Raina Irene. So beauty, strength, and healing. This beauty, there's, what would they say, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So yes, there's beauty in everything. And let's take one more, maybe two more gratitude mantras. I'm grateful for the blessings to forgive and accept the healing process. So that's quite special. This is by Dana Schrader. the blessings to forgive and accept the healing process. The healing process can be quite tough, right? And forgiveness can be tough too. But if we are able to evoke that in us, then we are so blessed. We have such a huge healing that comes across, and we bring so much of light into our lives and to those around us. And last one is, I'm grateful for the hidden treasures inside the pain you would never expect to be there. Yanya Ramirez. So I'm grateful for the hidden treasures inside the pain you would never expect to be there. And how true. So that was lovely. Simple, yet such a profound practice of gratitude. Thank you, Savita. I'm so glad you found the experience wonderful. And I'm so grateful too to each one of you for joining me on this one. So, which method worked best for you? Was it the grateful for everything, like the good and bad, or was the aspect of the yin and yang is something that works well for you? Personally, I mean, both are important and both are effective, and we use different approach at different times. So obviously, when you say I'm grateful for, we're more likely to go for the most obvious ones, right? The pleasant ones. But the yin and yang approach is the one that requires a little more focus, a little more digging, a little more patience, a little more honesty. There might be times when you're not feeling it. So don't, I think I would say don't push it. But there is always, in time, perhaps you are able to then find the gratitude in the tough experiences. But in my understanding, if we are able to shift and see the positive even in the tough, we are able to then get past the tougher moments easier. That's my approach. So Tony is asking, do pessimists experience gratitude? I think they would. I mean, it would really help them to shift their perspective from being pessimist to optimist, right? If they could experience gratitude. They perhaps do, but they snap out of it quickly. So I guess if it's not in their present, the one that we experience, the aspect that I was sharing in the meditation about, the mind, if it does not have the stimulation in the present moment, then you don't really experience it. It's like having that amazing favorite food. The first few bites, it's amazing, but then as we go past the meal into the fourth bite or the fifth, but by the time we reach the end, we've forgotten. And that's the same thing with so many things in our lives. We might really enjoy it in the beginning. Oh, I love this and I love that. But then once we get used to it, we think it's taken for granted. So perhaps I think, Tony, a pessimist would have the ability to find gratitude, but it probably not stay long enough. They need a constant stimulation of things that they can be grateful for. And I would think they probably will not be able to find it in the negatives. It would be really hard for them unless someone brings it to their notice. And this is why reminders are good, because if we are reminding ourselves, then if we'll end up meeting somebody who's going through a tough time, and sometimes when you're right down in the dumps and you're really not being able to get that strength, that grace that we spoke about in the meditation, we're not able to draw strength from the grace, then perhaps someone else who has been practicing that can give us a reminder. So just like this meditation, it's just a gentle reminder. We all are aware of it. We know we need to do it, but we forget. Life, we get caught up in the drama of life, just like how we heard those words from the Tao, as well as in the by Jack Cornfield, who said, "It is only a test, and had it not been a test, we would have got an instruction manual to say, do this and go here, and this is how you should do it." But we don't have that. We're exploring. and we need to have sense of humor. I think sense of humor is such an amazing tool to have, where we can stay in the state of gratitude, right? Because it helps you to have a good laugh at the tougher times also. So I think sense of humor is a great one, when you can look at yourself or the situation with a lighter viewpoint. What else? Any more questions? Anything that you experience that you would like to share through today's meditation? Or what has been your experience through gratitude? How does it help you to come out of a difficult situation? How does it help you to start your day, maybe, or perhaps help you to feel all energized? For me, it definitely brings me back to this present moment when I'm grateful for. So really, like right now, I am so grateful for the amazing weather, because just step out and take a few deep breaths in of that clear, cool air, and you go like, wow, this was just perfect. That's all I needed at the end of my day's work. I'm grateful for every person I connect with, those where I share who I share my work with, because I grow in my work when I meet new people in the context of my practice. I'm grateful for so many things, of course, but these are just few things that are coming right now in my mind. And of course, grateful for 2020. That's probably something that we all have to, extract from. The yin and yang approach through 2020 is very important, because as we move into 2021, we don't want to bring any negative aspects that we might have experienced. We want to shift that to a positive and see how we've actually learned so much from it. Thank you, Joni, for the thank you, Joni. I really am grateful for your presence here. Trust me. And yes, so Tony really enjoyed the prolonged gratitude. Absolutely, that's so important to keep that sensation within us, right? So that's what mindful eating would be, or any such experience where initially you go, wow, I really love this. And then because it's there every day, we take for granted. It's our loved ones, right? How often do we stop to say that, I'm really grateful for having you in my life? We tend to forget saying that, because we say, oh, we've said that so many times. And but it's good to remind ourselves, as well as share it with the person who we are truly grateful for having. Right, Lenka, absolutely. So important to keep reminding ourselves to be grateful for everything that is there, and especially the breath, that we are alive and we are here to experience life in its totality, the good, bad, and the ugly, if you want to call it the bad and the ugly, but the ones that are tough to experience is where we really have to pull out and draw strength from the grace that we have within us. It's part of us, our wisdom, our grace. But we are here for each other to remind ourselves, and that is what the goal of meditation, or perhaps reading or sharing these very precious moments together. Thank you, Lita. Thank you. I really enjoyed sharing. I know it's such a simple thing, but yet it really helps us when we connect with something really simple. So, keeping the theme of gratitude, just a reminder for the ones who joined later on, Saturday, 19th of December at 6 p.m. Tony and me will be on Zoom sharing the life lessons, the yin and yang approach, and of course the concept of gratitude will come into it. Again, it's a gentle reminder of all the life lessons that are most obvious. We all know about them, but we're going to be bringing in a new perspective, perhaps our perspective, the cognitive and consciousness perspective to it. We'll have a short meditation also at the end of it. I will be sending out the link for the Zoom, but do sign up so we know that you are going to be joining us. This is our way of showing our gratitude for each one of you. It's a free workshop that we are sharing. Tony, of course, has to share a little bit of humor, and that's what I love. Thank you for breath that other people don't turn away from. Okay. All right. Yay. All right then. So if there's more that you would like to share, I would love to hear more from you. If if there's anything specific that came up for you that you had forgotten of those grateful moments, and the meditation helped you, reminded you of it, if you feel you want to share with us today, then please do so. And it's really good. I will be sharing a meditation only once a month. So the Instagram live will be the first Saturday of the month. The second Saturday will be a meditation. And so that will be our rhythm from now on until so that'll be the next one will be in the year 2021. But of course we will be in touch, and of course if you, the ones who just joined here, I can see some new faces coming up. If you've just joined and you've missed the meditation today, the recording will be on the Facebook page. I will also share it on my other page, as well as it'll be on my YouTube channel, so you can always access it at any point in time. With that, I would like to say thank you again, my gratitude for having your presence here, and I look forward to seeing you all next Saturday on our workshop. Take care, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and get preparing for your festive season. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you.